Hey guys, what is going on? This is Carnal5. Today I have another gameplay for you guys. So my plan was to show you all the games until I can at least get to the World Series. I guess make it a road to the World Series type of thing. Even though I haven't showed every single game up to this point, but the last few games have been in order. So anyways, the opponent we were facing didn't have like a great team. He had an okay record, 30-16. Cry Havoc. Not sure if I've ever played him. But anyways, we have Chris Sale on the mound for us again. And I feel like I pitch with him almost every other game. And guys, right now, and I plan to do a starting, top 10 starting pitcher ranking video. Chris Sale is definitely going to be probably in the top 3 somewhere. I'm not sure where yet, but he is just filthy. Opponent gets a few hits to start off the game, however. So he's looking to get some early runs against Chris Sale. Honestly, guys, probably the best thing about Chris Sale is the fact he's a lefty. And you're going to get to face 3 or 4 lefties a game generally, unless people have just all righties or switch hitters. We get the first strikeout there. He does a double steal and gets it. We get another strikeout. So we have 2 down, and he has Blackman up, and he's just overmatched. Like, Chris Sale is just so hard to pick up. All 4 of his pitches are useful and can be used. Any arm slot against lefties or righties. Kinsler leads off the game with a hard hit grounder to second. Again, still love that Kinsler. Kenny Powers comes up, we get a 2-1 count, and we hit one to left center. It's kind of another weird swing. I don't know if I pulled off that one or not, but that was hit pretty hard. The created player feels like it's OP again. I don't know, he didn't pitch it outside enough, but I don't know, whatever. Anyways, Chris Sale still dealing. Gets another strikeout. Again, my opponent didn't have the best lineup, so. And then Carlos Santana grounds out to shortstop. You get 2 down and then 1-2 count. Next batter, and he strikes out swinging as well. He had a lot of lefties in his lineup, so I mean, that's the main reason why I only have 2 lefties in my lineup. Then I have 2 switch hitters, and then the rest are right-handed. Actually, no, sometimes I play 3 lefties, but anyways, you definitely want a balanced lineup. It's definitely crucial. I think we're not really noticing it too much because there's so many problems with the servers and the gameplay that we're kind of forgetting that if we had it the way it was last year, the games would be even more higher scoring, and I would hate to see how some of the games would be played out right now if we cannot see, if we could see the pitcher's hand in this. So I kind of like it for that aspect, I guess. Anyways, opponent is pretty wild. He's pitching David Price too, which I do not recommend. I pretty much just take a strikeout with Chris Sale there, and the next batter, Ian Kinsler, comes up, hits a hard hit grounder to second, and we strand the bases loaded early on in the game, but that's okay. We do have 1-0 lead, and Chris Sale is still pitching for us. And he's still absolutely dealing. Lefty, righty, switch hitter, it doesn't matter. It's so tough to pick up that slider. And his changeup almost looks like another curveball itself. But the thing I like about his slider is it's, I think, like 18 mile an hour slower than his fastball. And it almost looks like a slurve. Like, I really like slower sliders are really hard sliders, like 90 mile an hour. As Kenny Powers hits another one deep to left, and that is just way out of here. We go up 2-0. But yeah, I mean, I like my sliders really slow or really fast. I'm not a huge fan of the sliders that are like 85 to 86 because it's just hard to get any swings and misses on them. Because generally people can foul those pitches off or make good contact on them. Reggie Jackson rips a base hit in the right field, lefty on lefty. He still hits really well for me, lefty on lefty. Dawson comes up, starting to hit with Dawson a little bit. He rips a single into the gap, and we're going to go first to third, Reggie. Good base running there. So we got first and third, nobody out. We got Bryce Harper versus the lefty. We kind of get jammed a little bit, but it's going to be deep enough to get a sac fly for us. And we're going to go ahead and add on to our run total, and we're going to go up 3-0. With David Wright coming up, facing the lefty, and that's way out of here. He tried to throw a cutter down and in. David Wright wasn't having it, though, and we go up 6-0 now, so, or 5-0, excuse me. Posada comes up. This one pretty hard. I'm liking the Posada card, guys. Like, I wouldn't say he's a must-have. You can put your cap there, but in my opinion, there's not many shortstops and there's not many catchers. So if you don't have a good shortstop, I'll put your cap there and use Buddy Bell or Seager. But if you have the luxury to go out and get Posada and add another switch hitter, right now I got my cap playing shortstop. So I mean, I think you get the most value defensively with your cap in the outfield, but there's just too many outfielders. As Chris Sale keeps rolling through his lineup. I think like base running and speed wise, you get the most out of your cap at catcher. It just kind of makes your team have a lot more speed 1 through 8 because Posada's so slow. And then of course, right now it makes the most sense for me to have him at shortstop because there's just not many shortstops, and I don't feel like paying the bucks to get Seager. And I feel like my lineup's pretty balanced as it is. And Reggie Jackson rips another single in the right field. I get a lot of hits of Reggie Jackson lefty on lefty. I feel like there's always, you know, he always finds that hole between first and second base. And we have 2 outs, and Bryce Harper rolls over to the second baseman. So we are straining a lot of runners, but we have a big 6-0 lead. And Chris Sale's just dealing again. It might be partly due to the fact that I haven't faced any World Series players yet with Chris Sale. I don't think I have. It seems like I always face a lot of 600 to 700 ranked guys. So maybe it's due to that. I don't know, but it is what it is. Regardless, he's still just absolutely dominating, and I don't even notice that with other pitchers when I'm not playing somebody in the World Series or Championship Series or Division Series. I still feel like you can tell that Chris Sale is just that one step above all the other pitchers that I've used thus far. And we go ahead and fly out to right. Still 6-0. This game gets kind of boring, honestly, from like the 4th through the 7th, 8th inning. Opponent's still getting hits here and there. He's battling back. I give him props. He didn't quit. I always give people props for that. I mean, sometimes it's smarter this year to just take your loss and quit to save your bullpen. As he gets picked off there, not sure what he was doing, but I give anybody props that stay in the game and do not quit. And he gets another base hit, so he kind of ran himself out of the inning though, getting picked off. But he is getting, a few hits here and there. It's just the fact he needs to get a big hit, and Chris Sale is just dealing. We throw a fastball in on the hands. He's a little bit late, hits it on the ground, and that's an easy tailor-made double play. Ian Kinsler to Kenny Powers. 7th, he gets somebody on again. Go and fast forward it to 2 outs. A 2-0 count even, and he's still, I'm throwing sliders down and in. He's still chasing. Good players got to lay off that, but again, it's tough to lay off when you're looking fastball and that slider comes down and in and almost hits you in the ankle. Next inning, this guy, you consider this a BS hit, but the guy pretty much threw it down the middle. And Dawson is like one of the best players at getting those late, BS oppo home runs, but he pretty much threw that down the middle. I don't know, Dawson's a weird card. Again, when I pull it center green with him, it goes nowhere, but when I do hits like that, it just flies out. Anyways, we fast forward to the next half of the inning, and this guy really isn't doing much. I don't even know if he had an extra base hit against Chris Sale. There's another strikeout, and we got a 1-2 count on another lefty, two-seam up and in, 96 mile an hour, and strikes him out. I think that was it for Chris Sale though, because he was getting pretty tired. Or actually, we'll just let this inning finish. We hit a bomb there with Posada, and we go up 7-0. I want to get the complete game with Chris Sale, so I do want to leave him in, but he's throwing a lot of pitches at this point. Holiday comes in, and he hits a bomb. Or no, excuse me. That had the weirdest topspin I've ever seen. I thought that was a bomb initially too when I was pulling, but I forgot that ball had a weird topspin and just came straight down. It is a double though. And I do leave Chris Sale in, and I bunt here, just try to get him over. I should have just swung away now that I think of it. I got really lucky here because he missed a tag. So I got runners on first and second. Not sure what he was doing. And then Kinsler comes up. It's 8-0 at this point. He challenges me with a fastball up and in, and he puts it over the left field wall. And that's going to go ahead and end the game. Sorry, guys. I know it's kind of another uneven game, but I do want to show all the games until I get to World Series, and then I'll start trying to, pick a little bit better matchups. I have a really good video to upload later for you guys, talking about the win and showing this gameplay. But anyways, Chris Sale dominates. We get 9 points there, so we're back to 25 points away from World Series. And I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for watching. This is call number 5, signing out. Peace.